I've mentioned before that there was really horrendous poverty in the prison city of Akka, where Abdu'l-Bahá spent most of his life. And this was largely due to the fact that Akka was just a terribly neglected place, and it was very ill-equipped as a city. There was very little work for people to do. People could fish a little bit, but the sea was often so stormy that it wasn't very fruitful. There were little bits of labour work that people could do, mostly just carrying goods on their backs from here to there around the city. But it was a terribly difficult life. And so throughout Abdu'l-Bahá's 40 years there, he really did everything that he could to alleviate some of the suffering that he witnessed around him due to this poverty. So for today, I just wanted to share with you one eyewitness account of Abdu'l-Bahá's regular Friday morning routine that he established over time as he got to know the people in the city. He established this Friday morning routine of welcoming the people of Akka into the courtyard of his home to receive them and offer them some weekly assistance and guidance and encouragement. So this description was written by Corinne True, who was one of the early American pilgrims to Akka to meet Abdu'l-Bahá, and she witnessed one of these Friday mornings. And she said, "We saw between 200 and 300 men, women and children gathered. Such a motley crowd one can see only in these parts. There were blind, lame, crippled and very feeble persons, the poorest clad collection of people almost that the earth contains. One man had his clothing made of a patched quilt. An old woman had gunny sacking for a cloak. Children were so ragged that their clothing would scarcely stay on them. The people were required to arrange themselves orderly about two sides of the court, and the master began near the gate, giving into the hand of each some piece of money. It was a sight never to be forgotten, to see the master going from one to another, saying some word of praise or kindness to encourage each. With some he would stop to inquire into their health, and he would pat them on the back, these poor, dirty-looking creatures. How clear and musical his voice sounded as he went from one to another, giving and praising. The men accompanying him kept order in great kindness but firmness, and saw that each passed on as soon as he had received from the master. Where, oh where on this globe can one duplicate such a scene as is enacted every Friday morning in the courtyard of the master of Akka, who is himself a state prisoner to the Turkish government and has lived in prison or in exile since he was 9 years of age." Hi there, I'm doing these short videos throughout 2021 in honor of the centenary of the passing of Abdu'l-Bahá, whose writings are the basis of my new album, Home of Light, which is coming out one song at a time throughout the year. All these short stories come from this book, Vignettes from the Life of Abdu'l-Bahá by Annamarie Honnold, and I hope these little anecdotes give us some glimpses into Abdu'l-Bahā's life during this special year. Also, if you'd like a copy of the album, since Home of Light has been made through the support of so many friends around the world, I've decided to give it away as a gift on behalf of everybody who helped to make it. So if you'd like to receive the album, you can sign up at my website, lukeslott.com. It's linked in the description below. And in November, prior to the centenary itself, you'll receive the album as a gift in celebration of Abdu'l-Bahā's life. So I appreciate if you hit the like and subscribe buttons, and if you'd like to hear the story behind the album, you can check out my podcast, A Story of Light, also linked in the description below.